What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Erasure, and we're here to finish their 2000 album, Loveboat. Thank you again to all the folks who provided Erasure material, which is to say Han Solo and Seb and Phil, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone else. But seriously, this is another deep dive which multiple folks have provided the raw materials, if you will. In any case, the last track on Loveboat is Surreal. It's a single word title. Of course, the meaning of the word itself is clear enough, something which is almost unbelievable, as if it's illogical or dreamlike, something outside the bounds of reality. And in that regard, I do wonder whether the surreality, that's a weird word to say, but yes, I wonder whether it is a positive, negative, or more ambiguous or mixed type of sentiment, or whether the experience of it is at different points along that spectrum of desirability. In any case, I will try to catch what I can. Let's hear it. This is Erasure. The song is Surreal, and it's the final song on their 2000 album, Loveboat.
Like you're in jail, torn in two through the blame at you. Nightmare prevails. There is no guarantee. One crazy heart like me, should I go cut up and die? Finds me in jail. Try to run, gotta buy me some free time and bail. There is no guarantee for a hangman's dream. Should I go cut up and die? She's time to slip away.
What a wonderful sonic end to the album. I really do like that as a song ending, but even more specifically as the last song on an album ending. That really has this grand flourish in an electronic and electric style, very much indicative of Erasure. Which is to say, this album overall has sounded less Erasure-like than maybe any that's come before it, at least a couple tunes in particular. But again, even though there's been variety, like again, a lot of the 80s stuff had that like energetic, bright synth pop sound. Obviously not all, there was still some variety there. But then the self-titled album had this like, you know, atmospheric synth art type of sound, and then Cowboy was again more pop oriented. But yeah, this one's had some different sonic stylings, but that was a perfectly Erasure way to end this song slash album. Now, I'd say this song overall sonically had it was like cosmic gospel, meaning it had this kind of triumphant spiritual sound, and yet there was this cosmic scope and scale with, you know, electronic characteristics. And in a limited sense, it almost sounds like a bit of a precursor for Vince's Deeptronica project, which would come like nearly a decade later in '09, and which I've gone through in its entirety on my YouTube here. Shout out to Han Solo who shared it, and it's some of my favorite music I've ever heard Vince do. Now, I'm partial to that because it's like very much, you know, down-tempo electronica Sybient, and that is very much one of my main lanes when it comes to music. But here, there's a similar vibe, but it is more pop-oriented still, and not just because of Andy's vocals, but even some of the sonic touches have a kind of pop sensibility. But again, there's some like bleeps and bloops and electronic sounds that have this space sort of vibe. But as I said, it's mixed with sort of this spiritual uplifting feel. And that seems to mesh with some of the lyrics that I caught, which, number one, seem to deal with like the happenstance of human existence and life, that like sometimes people get lucky and right next to them someone else will be very unlucky, and the unpredictability of it is almost surreal. It's like, you know, the fates and fortunes and the desirable outcomes and the awful tragedies, they're all sort of intermixed and hard to predict as to which one a given person might experience, or how often one or the other will happen to a single person over the course of their lifetime. And it sounds like, number one, there's like this sentiment like, sometimes I feel like I could just curl up and die because it's so hard to deal with, or, you know, there's setbacks or things that you don't want, and those are as likely to happen as you getting what you want. But then there's this refrain, which I think is both in Andy's voice, but also in the, like, or Andy's lead vocal, but also in the, like, backing vocals, that, like, don't wish your life away, even if things are unpredictable, even if they're hard, even if you have setbacks or disappointments, or even if your life is marked by unfortunate events or tragedy, don't wish your life away. And maybe, you know, in a sense that, like, it's all we've got. Like, you know, it might not be perfect, it might be unfortunate, but it's better than the alternative, and it seems like there's a sense of persistence and maybe a, kind of this spiritual quality of, having hope, and the motivation or persistence that hope can give you. So yeah, it's a beautiful sort of tune sonically, and I think that does relate to the lyrics such that I caught them. And yeah, Andy sounding great as usual, and yeah, it's a strong tune to end the album on. And again, as I said, like, in some ways it seems like almost more indicative of what might come down the road, certainly for Vince. I don't know Erasure specifically, but it also has like a, an Erasure sound sonically, like those electric bleeps and bloops. It is very Vince Clarke and Erasure that they've already done by this point in their career. So I get it, this might not be everyone's favorite album, and I wouldn't say it's their best album thus far, but at the same time I think it's a worthy inclusion in their larger discography, and I'm looking forward to the next chapter. So again, shout out to Han Solo and Seb and Phil. And again, I feel like I'm forgetting someone who may have shared Erasure as well. I do apologize in that regard. There's all sorts of, deep dives and people who've shared, champions of the channel, and, what I have reacted to and haven't. And I get a lot of it right, but sometimes I do forget, so I do apologize. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.